From the phone in your pocket to the TV in your living room, and even the fridge in your kitchen, there's a good chance you've used a Samsung product. This global giant seems to be everywhere, a household name synonymous with cutting-edge technology. But have you ever wondered how this colossus came to be? The story isn't what you might expect. It's a journey that spans nearly a century, from humble beginnings to world domination. So, grab your popcorn, because today, we're diving deep into the incredible, surprising, and inspiring history of Samsung. Let us rewind the clock all the way back to 1938. The world is on the brink of major change, and in the city of Daegu, Korea, a young entrepreneur named Lee Byung-chul starts a small trading company with just 40 employees. He calls it Samsung, which means 3 stars in Korean, symbolizing something big, numerous and powerful. But what were they trading? Advanced electronics. Not even close. Samsung's first business was exporting dried fish, vegetables and fruit to Manchuria and Beijing. They were essentially a grocery trading company. They even had their own noodle-making machines. It's a far cry from the sleek gadgets we know today. A simple start for what would become a global empire. This humble beginning, rooted in providing basic necessities, laid the groundwork for a philosophy of growth and adaptation that would define Samsung for decades to come. As Korea rebuilt itself after the war in the 1950s and 60s, Samsung was right there, evolving with the nation. Lee Byung-chul was a visionary who didn't just stick to what he knew. He saw opportunities everywhere and wasn't afraid to take bold risks. The company branched out in completely new directions. First, they moved into textiles, building the largest woolen mill ever in Korea. This was a huge step, moving from trading goods to manufacturing them. But they didn't stop there. The 3 stars were aiming higher. Soon, Samsung was a major player in shipbuilding, a testament to its growing industrial might. Then came heavy industries and chemicals, further cementing its role as a cornerstone of South Korea's rapidly growing economy. This period of intense diversification was crucial. It built the financial and industrial foundation that would later allow Samsung to make its most ambitious leap yet into the world of technology. The 1970s marked the dawn of a new era for Samsung. The world was on the cusp of a technological revolution, and Samsung was determined to be a part of it. In 1969, Samsung Electronics was officially born. Their mission was clear: to create technology that would improve people's lives. They started with something simple but essential: black and white televisions. Mass-producing these sets, they quickly gained a reputation for quality and afford in the domestic market. But their ambition was global. Soon, they were manufacturing washing machines, refrigerators, and microwaves. By the late 70s, Samsung was exporting its home appliances around the world, making its first real splash on the international stage. This wasn't just about selling products. It was about proving that a Korean company could compete with the established giants from Japan and the West. The electronics era had begun, and Samsung was just getting warmed up. The 1980s were about building scale, but the 1990s were all about a radical transformation. Under the leadership of Lee Kun-hee, the founder's son, Samsung embarked on a mission to shed its image as a maker of cheap, copycat products and become a true innovator. In 1993, he famously declared a new management initiative, telling his employees to change everything except your wife and kids. This wasn't just a slogan, it was a revolution. The entire company culture shifted towards a relentless pursuit of quality and innovation, and the results were staggering. In 1992, Samsung developed the world's first 64 megabit DRAM, a monumental achievement that positioned them as a leader in the semiconductor industry. Then came the world's first digital TV in 1998. To signal this dramatic change to the world, the company unveiled a new, modern blue logo in 1993, the same one we recognize today. This decade was the crucible where the modern Samsung was forged, a company obsessed with being the first and the best. Then came the 21st century and the smartphone. Apple launched the iPhone in 2007, completely changing the game. While other giants like Nokia and BlackBerry struggled to adapt, Samsung saw an opportunity. They poured immense resources into developing their own answer to the iPhone. In 2010, the very first Samsung Galaxy S was launched. It ran on Android and was a powerful, feature-packed device that offered a real alternative to Apple's ecosystem. This marked the beginning of one of the greatest rivalries in tech history. Every year brought a new Galaxy model, each one pushing the boundaries of what a phone could do. From the large screens of the Note series, which popularized the phablet, to the introduction of waterproof designs and curved-edge displays, Samsung wasn't just competing. They were innovating and often leading the market. They experimented with foldable phones long before anyone else, culminating in the Galaxy Fold and Flip series, proving that their spirit of bold innovation was stronger than ever. So, from a small grocery trader in Daegu to a global technology powerhouse, Samsung's journey is a truly remarkable tale of vision, ambition, and relentless adaptation. It's a story that mirrors the incredible rise of South Korea itself. They started with noodles and dried fish, moved to textiles and ships, and then conquered the world of electronics and semiconductors. They faced crises, intense competition, and internal struggles, but they always emerged stronger, driven by a deep-seated desire to be bigger, more numerous, and more powerful, just as their name suggests. Today, Samsung continues to look to the future, investing in everything from artificial intelligence and 6 grams to biotech. Their story is far from over. What started as 3 small stars has become a galaxy of innovation, lighting up our world in ways its founder could have only dreamed of. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this look into the history of one of tech's biggest names, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more stories behind the brands you know and love. Let us know in the comments which company's history you'd like us to explore next. Until then, stay curious.